ban.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to game 2 between Stay Free and Armata Gaming. They're finding themselves in a best of 3 in the CEVO Season 2 playoffs. Lower bracket round of 5. So after game 1, pretty slow for the get-go, but Armata Gaming able to take the team fights into the mid-game and pretty much just walk all over Faded here. But now we're in the game 2. The bans are coming out. They're relatively the same for these first two bans, the OD being taken out and Batrider. And once again, I'm Helium, and joining me is Orbit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just the same, except opposite for the bans right now. Except for the Naga Siren, which is interesting. They did pick up the Naga Siren in the first game. Goody's team, at least, the team that banned it. And they found really nice success with it. So maybe they're just afraid of it if they pick up something else as a first.
Well, the net was pretty effective against the Weaver, so maybe they're thinking Weaver again. Still going to want to play that hero, as it's very good and very versatile. Naga Siren shuts it down a little bit. And actually, Armata Gaming with the Dark Seer and the Shadow Fiend, they had a bit of a wombo combo going there with the Naga Sleep.
Yeah, they definitely did. We'll see what Stay Free decides to pick up right now. They have a lot of options. You know, two really key offlaners are still in the pool, the Prophet as well as the Dark Seer. So we might see one of those being picked up right now, as well as the Weaver as a carry. But the Alchemist is also up right now. I feel like Stay Free almost should be picking it up right now.
Well, aggressive is definitely more their style.
Radiant team, pick.
I don't know about Stay Free, but for Faded here, it's definitely aggressive lanes all the way. But we'll see. They pick up the Weaver, they pick up the Darkseer. So I'm once again going with the Weaver. It was Theory who handled it last time. Wouldn't be surprised if Corey wants a shot at it going into game 2. Darkseer likely to be played by Theory. He's a pretty great offlaner, especially with the Darkseer. One of the first heroes I really saw Theory shine on when I started casting them a couple months ago. Say a couple months ago, but it's been a while now. Longer than I'd like to admit. But anyway, Armata Gaming, they pick up the Visage once again. Great support, lots of nuke in the early game, and also strong throughout the game. Birds, they provide some information and some great stuns. And then Rubik here once again picked up versus the Weaver. An annoying hero to have.
Dire team ban.
Yep, and they're banning Shadow Fiend. I mean, they're banning the heroes they played last game, which is pretty interesting. We'll see if they do try to go for the Prophet or not. I was actually expecting Armata Gaming to pick up the Alchemist, and I would not be too surprised if the Alchemist is banned by Stay Free. But we'll see what happens now. Other heroes that might be banned, I mean, last time there was the Bop as well as the Puck being banned by one of the teams, and they do look like they're going to ban the Puck. I wonder if that's because they're leaning towards a Queen of Pain pick of their own.
It's possible. Queen of Pain kind of dropped off the radar a little bit, and I don't know if that's just because OD came into the mid lane and could shut her down so hard. But I mean, what? She was only played maybe
10 seconds
3 to 5 times in all of TI3?
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
It was surprising.
Timbersaw, one of those heroes that like definitely loves the mid lane nowadays, at least in the meta.
He does. Pretty good hero there. Pretty annoying. Especially paired with Abaddon and Slark, huh?
Yep.
But I guess you guys won that game, so...
That's true. We were ready.
But anyway, the Nature's Prophet, they're going to be the 4th ban here by Faded. Obviously tagged up as Stay Free. Thanks, Corey, for applying the wrong team. And speaking of Abaddon, they're going to pick up the Abaddon as their 3rd pick. So an amazing support. Thrives in the tri-lane versus tri-lane, much like Visage does. His Aphotic Shield dispels so many things. I don't know, does Mist Rocket? I don't know what the hell it's called. Mist Coil. I like Mist Rocket better. Does it dispel or just do the heal?
Just the heal. But okay. I mean, it's so good with the Weaver. You heal so much of his health. This combo is stupidly good. Weaver Abaddon. Like,
tower diving.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's gonna happen. So, Surge, Saguchi,
it's going to.
Aphotic Shield, tower diving on the Weaver. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty gnarly, especially if they take this aggressive versus the Alchemist.
No, neither team is going aggressive now. I don't think there's any reason for the Alch to go aggressive, and they already have the DS, so I don't think that Stay Free will go aggressive either.
Well, I don't like playing against free farming Alchemist, but We'll see
Yeah,
what they
me
go
neither.
for here. They do pick up the stun, because one thing the very annoying Abaddon lacks is some CC. So pick up that Crystal Maiden. She's got a great slow. Can get the hit in. Abaddon can get his... we're going to have to read what that is. The Curse of Avernus, although you don't normally skill that too early. But nice slow and stun by Crystal Maiden. With Weaver able to chase down and dive the towers, even in the early game.
There's a Timber. Yeah, you know what? I think they're going to ban Queen of Pain as well, the Armata. There's no reason for them not to. That's the only hero they fear right now. But the Crystal Maiden pick kind of signifies an aggro try, so they might try it. The problem is going into an aggressive tri lane against a Visage, Alchemist, Rubik is like you gotta be praying there.
Yeah, it's hard. You definitely have to be
damage.
careful. If you give up the kills early, you potentially give up the game, and you definitely give up the lane.
Reserve time.
But we'll see what they ban. Timbersaw is a great mid. Queen of the Pain's one of the few heroes that has enough burst to actually kind of zone him out, I would say, with that Scream of Pain. Even the dagger. But waiting on their 5th ban here. So while we wait for that, I guess I'll plug the CEVO some more here just so everybody knows this is CEVO Season 2. The playoffs, we find ourselves in lower bracket round 5. The Season 3 placement matches are going to start on September 10th. The registration for those is still open. So what that is, there's going to be an open and a main division going into Season 3. All the teams that made it into the playoffs for this season, so that includes these 2 teams, are already in main. They're looking to add 16 more, I believe, or maybe like even 30 more to get like 48 teams in Season 3 main division. So if you want to try out for that, make sure to get over and do that. And yeah, that's about all. Looks like we have the bans, so Orbit, you can go ahead and take that over.
Yep, I mean, I don't understand the Storm Spirit ban very much at all. But I definitely understand the Queen of Pain ban because they want to run the Timbersaw in the mid lane. I'm guessing the Storm ban was because they thought Timbersaw was being off-laned. But yeah, and honestly in Stay Free's head, because they probably want to aggro try, because that's why they think that they want Timbersaw. They want to ban a mid, because if they think Timbersaw is off and they're running the DS safe, that's an ideal matchup for Armata Gaming. So Stay Free's probably gonna pick you know, a mid that they're comfortable with right now that can be okay against Timbersaw, but you know, just generally strong. And then once Armata, we'll see what Armata picks, if they're gonna pick a mid or an offlaner basically to go against a DS safe.
Who would you think is a good mid that's still available versus the Timbersaw?
No one, honestly.
I'm thinking, I mean, it's too
really
squishy to not die, but maybe Skywrath
Razor
with the silence and like the quick burst to just take him out in lane. But if you get close to trees, you're dead.
Radiant team.
But they go with the
Razor's really good though against Timbersaw because he has to get in close to last hit, and you just take all those damage. But yeah, Lifestealer. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder how they're laning this. Maybe
even the Darkseer just go mid. Won't die. Can get some CS. Maybe will affect the Timbersaw. His last hits with the wave
10
pushing.
seconds remaining.
Send the aggro Weaver Abbey CM and Lifestealer
5
top.
seconds
I don't
remaining.
know.
They could run Lifestealer mid if they expect the Timbersaw mid. That's a pretty good matchup, I think. I'm not actually sure. So we'll see how they decide to lane. Really weird kind of group of 5 heroes here for C3.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Obviously, they do have a strong combination here with the Surge from Darkseer and the Shields from Abaddon on either Lifestealer or Weaver. A lot of kill and dive potential early. We'll see if they put it to use. Armata Gaming, maybe a little more on the defensive lineup with the Rubik. You know, the Telekinesis pickup can stun multiple with it. Alchemist, again, if he wants to get Grievel's Greed, I don't think he will be able to in this game, at least until later. But 2 fairly aggressive heroes in the Visage and the Timbersaw, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it comes together and what their 5th pick is going to be. It looks to be either another mid or an offlaner.
Dragon Knight.
So it's going to be a mid.
DK mid,
and they're running Timbersaw off. I like Timbersaw off here a lot. How are they going to kill him? I mean, he can use all his spells during Frostbite. He can definitely just, you know, gather XP without wearing.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden, definitely not the stun to pick up versus the Timbersaw. but it's the one they've got, so we'll see how they make do with that. And again, just
although
waiting
it's
for the
OTC
game.
playing DK. This is interesting now. I wonder how they're laning. Well, OTC last time played the off lane.
He did play the offlane
So-
Nature's Prophet, but maybe he's just kind of a solo laner when they need him in any case. But I guess we'll just wait
10
and see.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, and like honestly, I've seen him play everything now. He used to be a support player,
5 seconds
so.
remaining.
Oh
maybe
yeah,
he's
what
just an
happened with
all-around
you? I
player.
thought you were switching to support, and here I see you playing mid in MLG.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I honestly, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I'm staying mid for now, but I could switch if I need to, or see. We'll see what I have more fun with, I guess.
Alright. There you have it. That's the MLG scoop right there.
I'll give you an MLG scoop later about what actually might
Okay.
happen.
Not for the viewers. Our 9 lucky viewers won't be able to hear that.
Sorry, guys. Damn, Dignitas debuting on Sunday though for MLG, which is gonna be sick.
Trying to get into cast
I'm really
that.
excited to see the new roster.
I'm not sure how MLG is going to feel about it. I have talked to them about doing stuff, but yet to hear a... I've got a response, but not really anything with substance, so we'll see what happens. And I'm close to the event where the LAN will be, so I'm hoping to either cast, help out, interview, do video, sound, anything like that. Directed camera, you know, whatevs.
Is this the Columbus one or the Full Sail one?
Full Sail one in Orlando.
Okay. Yeah. I have to make top 4 first.
Make top 4, yeah. Corey, you, and Scarred all need to make top 4. We can hang out.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we are into game 2. So Armata with a 1-game lead going into this. But Faded, tagged up as Stay Free here on the Dire. We've got Theory on the Nakes, Stout Shield, and Quelling Blade heading into what looks to be the mid lane. Going bottom is going to be Jabano. Played a pretty sick Vengeful Spirit, but it wasn't quite enough last game. This time he's on the Abaddon, Sentry Wards, lots of regen. Following up there is going to be Corey this time, taking his shot at the Weaver. And backing up, last but not least in that lane, is going to be King Kraken on the Crystal Maiden. And heading top, Saibi, this time on the Darkseer. That was pretty much the bane of his existence in game 1.
On the Radiant side, it's going to be Scar playing the Timbersaw in the off lane. Ideal matchup for him up against the Darkseer. In the mid lane, OTC, who really somehow, I guess, finds himself in the losing matchup, like in the losing lane. Because last time he ran Prophet against Razor, which is definitely a lost lane for the Prophet. Now it's a Dragon Knight against a Lifestealer, which is not going to be fun for the Dragon Knight either, really. I mean, he'll still get farm, because he's going to be bottle crowing and spamming his Dragon Breath. But, you know, it's pretty interesting how he's finding
What a
himself in these
player.
positions. Yeah.
Can we make a
And then
petition
we have
to
fun
add that?
playing the Visage.
the chat
Sorry,
wheel?
add one
Sorry.
a player. Yeah, you should. I think it's needed. Then you'll get all the muted players spamming what a player,
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
non-stop.
But sorry to interrupt your introductions. Continue.
No problem. Fun's gonna be on the Visage. He's actually gonna find himself an ED rune, which is awesome. Such a good rune on Visage. He needs to get his Q first, basically, because being able to attack for 3 seconds, 64% attack speed bonus with a double damage is insane, and he does skill up his Q. So smart play by Fun. That's definitely what a big mistake a lot of people do is get the W too early. The Soul Assumption, sorry, I should call it the real name. And then finally we have Static on the Rubik, and Fan of Soyeon, aka Goody, the captain of the team, playing the Farming Alchemist.
Yes, believe it or not, some people do use different hotkeys, I found out the other day. But anyway,
Yeah,
going for the
exactly.
first blood attempt here,
Here we go.
Static and Fun, hunting for King Kraken, the squishiest of them all right now, juking it up in the trees. However, if she gets Grave Shield, Jabano with the Aphotic Shield, they're actually going to go on him, not able to get the shield off. That's first blood. Fun, drawing it up there. Yet again, I don't know if he got first blood in game 1. Static also being hunted down. Or really cornered, I guess. Now Fun salves up, gets a little body block there. King Kraken, the Crystal Maiden of all heroes, to pick up the second kill. So slight advantage, I guess, to Armata for picking up the first blood, but it does go 1-for-1 trade.
Crystal Maiden really manning up there for that kill. Something you don't see too
She
often.
might get boots this game. It's going to be a good game for King Kraken.
Yeah, hopefully. Has to crow first, though, of course.
Exactly, and get wards and sentries, why not?
And smokes and dust and yeah.
Pretty much everything. In the mid lane, actually, it looks like OTC. Let's see, the last hit's 2. Okay, so he's pushing the wave. He's got Theory kind of low, but he has no last hits. Theory doing a lot better, actually. 12 last hits,
so
3 denies. Can get his health back up. He's got 2 in Feast right now, so the harass, you know, not going to bother him too much. Still holding on to some tangos as well. So yeah, like you said, again, OTC finds himself in a losing matchup, and it'll be tough, but losing matchup, winning game, will he be able to repeat that here in game 2?
I mean, that's the way to go. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you lose your matchup as long as your strategy is better and you're winning the game, which is the case in the first game at least. I mean, fine. You just can't let it get to you.
Well, I don't know. It's like almost pressure off if you lose your lane every time. It's like, yeah, just do whatever. That's how I would think.
I guess so.
Alright, so looks like some D-ward battles going on here on the Radiant camp. They're trying to block it up. A sentry's in there now blocking that camp, so they cannot pull supports on the defensive tri-lane for Armata. Will be able to get a little less XP there, I guess. They're gonna unleash.
Oh, no.
Crystal Maiden is that squishy. They thought it was real, but it was just an illusion.
Yep. It's good play, kind of microing the illusion a little bit. Definitely takes a lot of spells now out of the way. I want to see the magic stick timing on everyone. Looks like Weaver has one, but no one else has one on the Dire. And on the Radiant, doesn't look like anyone has a magic stick yet. So that's going to be very important for this lane. Corey already picking one up, so that's really good for him.
Pretty smart there. Pretty good player as well, so definitely realizing he needs the magic stick. Let's see though. So Yun, as of right now, probably will buy it once he uses one more regen. Fun also able to get one, and Static has enough as well. But here goes the team fight. Sentry was down. Corey running well away from it. Soyeon looking for someone to stun. Finally gets it off on the Weaver. Back in range of another Sentry. Soul Assumption there as well. Also standing in the Acid Spray, gonna hurt. Grave Chill, attack speed, running down the King Kraken here on the Crystal Maiden. Will be able to just get away. So looks that 1 kill for none there on the bot lane. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. And who picked that up? Let's make sure. Visage. Surprise, surprise. The Visage in a tri-lane got the kill.
I mean, the best part about it in this situation is that Visage getting the kill with 200 gold means that he can buy another set of sentries so that they can try to kill Weaver again. So that's really good for them. And he gets his boots as well.
And boots, yeah. Living the life right there.
Yeah,
as Visage usually does. Corey getting a, or excuse me, Theory getting a bit aggressive in the mid lane. Takes a tower hit. Check out the top lane. We haven't even went up there yet. Scar here on the Timbersaw. Probably one of the most fun heroes of the game. If you haven't played this hero, you should definitely try it out. 20 last
kill
hits.
Here mid, maybe.
Oh, let's go to mid lane first though.
No.
All right. Well, 20
no, I
last
he was
hits
go on him
to
with the DD.
Cybe at 21. Pretty even lane on the top right now.
Yeah, very even. Sure. I thought he would go on him with the double damage, but it seems like Theory's just content sitting back for now. He's sitting at 1800 gold. Is he gonna go Midas? Actually, he should. He's farming really well. We'll see. I'm actually curious to see what he's gonna go now with the Lifestealer.
King Kraken takes a big unstable concoction into the face there, as well as a Soul Assumption. But he's gonna live. It kind of baited Faith out even, who's now barely living. Jukes in through the trees. Corey thought about it, but you know, level 2 Saguchi, decent cooldown afterwards. And yeah, you called it. There's the Midas coming out here on Theory into the mid lane. So 5-minute Midas, not too bad.
That's fast. Yeah.
OTC just sitting at boots right now. I would like to say that I think DK in this much of like a losing lane situation, I really just don't like it. Like, he can't do anything. He can push the lane when like this Naix leaves, but Naix is gonna farm. He's probably never gonna leave. OTC is not gonna get this mid tower, and with Treads and Dragon Form coming into a team fight, he really isn't gonna offer much. I mean, I guess the stun probably will be enough for Alk and Timbersaw to unleash their damage, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
That's what he should be. I mean, that's all he really needs to. I mean, he needs to push and he needs to have his stun available. So that's good that, I mean, that's like he can do his job no matter what. But I mean, Theory, yeah, there's no reason for Theory to leave this lane unless he wants to try to help bottom with the gank or something. But Theory's getting rune control without a rune, which is without a bottle, sorry, which is pretty funny. And it's also interesting to see that he's actually getting rune control against the DK. Maybe the lane isn't being pushed properly by him at the pre-rune timings or something. But
DK
yeah,
was a little
Theory's
out of
doing
mana,
great.
as he's got no bottle charges now.
Yeah.
Top lane question I have, and maybe we'll read first. Reactive armor is only from right clicks, yeah, so the Ion Shell does not queue up the reactive armor regen, so Darkseer, that's why he's sending this Timbersaw back and having a nice time. But in the bot lane, stun goes out onto Corey. He is stunned up. Sentry, is it available? It is down. Static. No mana, but the attacks are there. Trying to Suguchi out of this one last attack. Brings him down to 23. And there's the heal from Jibano. Now Fun battling against an Aphotic Shield. Corey is still there. Very low on HP. Soyeon can't really charge up a stun because he's not guaranteed to hit that Weaver. Here comes Scar, though, coming down. Takes out King Kraken easily as he was forced to go heal. Now continuing the chase.
A little bit of a mistake there on that stun.
Did Soyeon stun himself? I think I just missed it.
Yeah, he did. Really nice rotation by Scar. I mean, he already had to go back because of the DS, and he was like, you know what? Let's gank now. And was very successful with that. So
now
nice
level 8 off of that. Looks like, I guess he was probably level 7 coming into that. Hits level 8. I mean, Timbersaw's burst damage explodes when he hits level 6 and gets up that chakra. Chakram, whatever it's called.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. I want to see what Theory's farm is in at minute 10, because he's really farmed 8 minutes, 55 CS. That's around 70 at 10. See if he continues the path.
It looks like he might get there. 10 of 10 rating on the last hits so far. Gonna go into phase boots, it looks like, as he has the Blades of Attack, so obviously gonna be even harder for him to miss last hits now. Has the Midas going as well. He's level 8, almost level 9 here. Dragonite is at least getting experience, so yeah, he'll be pretty strong. Decent level 11, the Cleave Poison Dragon now. The buff it received, the poison now carries over, which is amazing.
It's so good, yeah. Yeah, it's so good. That made DK such a top pick for mid. Well, for a brief amount of time, a lot of teams are picking.
Yeah, back when pretty much it was paired with the Treant a lot before Living Armor took a bit of a hit, and we've been seeing less and less of Tree. In the bot lane, though, some more action to go out. Right by a Sentry is Corey, not level 6, no time lapse. He will be going down. OTC even getting involved, stun onto Jibano. The burst there is enough. It will take him down. Again, obviously not level 6. Doesn't have borrowed time, which is quite an annoying spell. King Kraken also finding himself in a bit of trouble. Might actually get Fun, though. Will die to the creep. So yeah, he's
that was
go
a mistake
down.
from OTC.
He
could have stunned there. He didn't want to use the mana. So CM was able to get both her spells off on the Visage and kill him. Really nice rotation from OTC, though.
Yeah. Fastbomb coming from the rear. They probably don't realize. The Mia not being called. I minimize my game. Oh my gosh, but we're back in. There goes the jump onto Static.
Nice
Soyeon stun on 2, though. This could be triple. Theory gonna rage up. Will get Soyeon. And now OTC also in a bit of trouble, but here comes King Kraken with the stun. Rage on cooldown for another 5. OTC will drop, however. Jibano and King Kraken now really cannot.
Good rotations from both teams to make the right kills basically happen. So, good job.
Indeed.
Everyone rotated down for that kill for the Dire.
Yeah, for a second there I thought King Kraken and Jibano were on the other team because there were so many people, but now I realize that just all 5 down here right now. 4 faded here. Taking this lane back by force if they have to. So they're cutting the creep wave, the TPs are coming back in. It looks like we're going to have another quick engagement. Side B though at full mana. Jibano about the same, King Kraken also. So still able to fight here, as though 2 and 2 in the mid lane for both teams. Looks like Theory went
looks
back
like everyone's
to
gonna back out.
In a stroke of cunning, or perhaps of
just about at 70 and 10 minutes is Theory, but obviously he rotated there, picked up 2 kills, so probably even better.
Yeah. Exactly, he's sitting really happy right now. Look at the net worth, if you check that out, he's like 1,800 ahead of the next highest.
That is quite a lead right now. We'll also just check
minutes,
out the graphs. 1,500 lead right now for Faded in the golds, and approaching 1,000 in the XP graph. So yeah, a little bit ahead despite being behind 2 kills, but again, still very close. Strong carry potential in his Alchemist, who now has a point in Grievel's Greed, so he's going to be able to accelerate his farm a little bit there. As now the pressure's kind of off of him. Let's see, where is Corey's in the mid lane now, so it is kind of just 2 supports versus this tri lane, which seems a little risky.
Yeah.
Armata realizing
this level 6 timing is so necessary for Abaddon. He needs to get 6. I mean, that hero, man.
Probably why they left
hero.
him down here. I mean, Crystal Maiden we can see just waiting in the flanks there to stun if he needs to get away.
Dire's middle
yep, mid.
TP's coming
nice
into the mid lane
nice
though.
block by Corey.
Corey with the body blocks. Theory has used the open wounds already, but doesn't really matter. This is going to be the death of OTC. He goes down now, bringing the score even more even. 6 to 7. Faded trailing by 1 right now. And mounting a push on the bottom lane. The tower getting to around half health, pushing the wave pretty quick there with 2 points in acid spray. And tower likely to drop. So Armata Gaming though. Maybe a bit of a trade out of that, I don't know. Mid tower also for Armata taking some damage from Faded. They kill OTC and now they're going to push this lane. Fortify goes out, the tower bottom drops, so they're going to be able to TP back and defend this. So, kill for a tower, I suppose is kind of the trade that was taken there.
Yep, and the right person TP'd first. If that was someone different, it would be pretty difficult, only because, I mean, it's a Timbersaw, you're not going to kill a Timbersaw. He's gonna get a haste too if he wants to grab it.
Is pretty low on mana, maybe just runs back to base with it, I don't know. That's gotta be one of the funnier picking up a haste rune messages. Corey here with the bomb though onto OTC. They find 3 actually, but Cybe around with the Ion Shell. Soyeon able to stun Corey. He's dropping, but that magic wand heals him to full, and then he time lapses to the same amount of health pretty much. But the chase is going to continue. Static will drop here, so Weaver going to pick up that kill. Now OTC, the mech though, is finished here on Cybe as he comes down into this fight. OTC looking to be in trouble, and that's going to bring the kills to 8 and 8. Maybe the bottle into the stun, but they've got to be able to get him here. Indeed they do. Theory kills him onto a killing spree right now with a Midas phase armlet at 13 minutes.
Oh man, are they going to catch Timber? I don't think they can.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep, that hero. But damn, nice play so far. Pretty nice position for the Dire right now for Team Stay Free.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, the gold's still pretty close, but XP maybe. Though, well in advantage now, starting to escalate.
I've seen this before. Soyeon getting a little bit too greedy for this.
Did they have vision though? He gets that off, but the vacuum will bring him right out of that shadow amulet. So a nice try. Yeah. But I mean, they knew he was going to be standing there. No way he was really going to escape out of that. Unless his team came to bail him out.
They even had the Ion Shell. Like, they could have just stood there.
Yeah, but Ion Shell, it's no fun. Cybe should know. Mana Boots here on the Visage, getting picked up finally as he's defending his mid tower here. So that's fun on the Visage. He played the Naga last time. Visage was handled by Static.
No, the Visage was on the other team. Static was playing the Rubik, and then he was playing the Naga.
I'm losing my mind. I think I might be.
It's okay, it's late.
I only cast like every 5 days now, so I get out of practice. But either way, so now we've got Jabano here trying to farm up, get a couple items. He's finally level 6, so now he can sort of be a source of initiation. Running in there, causing a ruckus there with borrowed time. King Kraken, though, finding himself into trouble in the mid lane. The birds and the Soul Assumption from Fun going to take him out. OTC now running Theory with the open wounds. Now he goes back for the familiars. They're going to get him, actually, get him both. But Theory, though, kind of sacrificing his life just to pick up 200 easy gold.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And while you were watching that, I was watching the top lane where Weaver was farming. Fan of Soyeon had just picked up his Shadow Blade.
Took out Corey.
Exactly. Hit in the trees, charged up the stun. It's a free kill.
So 3 pickoffs in a very fast succession right there for Armata Gaming. Gonna turn that gold graph around and that XP graph around. Now we're pretty much back to even on the graphs at least. In terms of map control, Faded has lost a mid tier 1 and a bot tier 1, so the mid hurts him a little more for map control. Bottom tower, kind of useless. But yeah, no towers have dropped here for the side of Armata Gaming.
Yep. Really good so far. They're making good use of their heroes, just being able to defend their towers and everything. So, and as well as just making sure that they're compounding their kills into positional victories as well with tower pushes.
Whoa, Theory going crazy up top 1v4. Gonna back off of that, even in fast.
Yeah.
As team, however, maybe he's just trying to buy time. Here comes the TP. They're pushing the mid tier 1, but here come the TPs, and TP out from Soyeon. Theory, though, in trouble. He just died. Will die again. Bit of a misplay there by Theory for sure. Everyone was missing. Probably could have assumed they were there. Visage will drop there. Cybe able to get away. Cord picks up that kill. Going to continue to chase Static, who's out of mana, so well, able to Saguchi one more time. Might buy him just enough as OTC comes up with the stun. Now Soyeon TP'd out, already back. Trying to drop the stun. Going to stun himself. Not going to find anyone in time. Meanwhile, Scar being chased down by Kraken and Jabano. But yeah, he's going to go down the Mist Coil. Maybe just an auto attack from Kraken. Takes down the Timbersaw, a hero who's so hard to kill. And that is his first death, actually. So well done there by Faded. Yeah, definitely taking the advantage in this fight so far.
It's good that he didn't have Bloodstone, though. Whoa.
Not enough to kill him. They can't attack him. They throw out the stun. Corey, though, coming back in. Aphotic Shield is available. Will go down. Does enough damage, though, to allow Corey to clean up here.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Goes down.
They're gonna
King Kraken dies again, but, you know, that's how Crystal Maiden rolls. Wow, fun with the burst damage. Takes out Corey with the Soul Assumption Static here with the Saguchi. Trying to get away. Fun. Sacrificing his life, perhaps, with the body blocks. Maybe not. Now they're both going back, trying to be a hero. They might actually both die. They will split up, so he's got to choose. Fun. Gonna go down. Band of Brothers.
Ramp juke, but unfortunately there was a ward there, so they just kind of killed him.
Theory. Probably going to get a Basher next, I would think. The vacuum from Cybe. They're going to get him. The infest damage is enough, so Theory, he takes a double death. Gets motivated right into a double kill. So a nice rebound for him off of some deaths. And maybe going to actually get this mid-tier 1. Take their first tower of the game. Tower gold probably the only thing keeping the gold graph even right now.
Yep, I mean, as well, bottom is very low, so I mean, they could just have a couple heroes go down and get that afterwards, but we'll see what the Dire decides to do, because right now it's like, they just took out mid tower. Are they going to keep grouping and taking out towers and fighting, or do they want to just sit back and farm for the late game? Also, Theory's just in no man's land again.
He is a bit. He also used Infest to get a kill. However, Corey and Theory on two heroes that are hard to bring down, even with multiple people. Now the team is there to back him up. They're going to find Soyeon stunning himself in the forest here. He will get frostbitten, and he will die immediately. So Abaddon picks up that kill. Nice needed gold and XP for him there. As he's rocking now an urn, almost level 9. Scar trying to do as much damage as he can. They're taking this fight man down. It's a mistake. A beautiful wall. Vacuum comes out, as well as some more stuns and damage. Theory delivering with the farm he received in the mid lane right now, chasing down everyone. It's a 5-man wipe. Everyone is dead on the side of Armata Gaming right now. And Faded potentially running away with game 2 here.
Yeah, this is not OTC's day, apparently. You know, he's sitting at almost the same position he was at the Furion game before, 0-4 or 0-5. Just, it's unfortunate. Yeah, here we go. Here it comes. But nice play there. I mean, they just played that really well. I keep wanting to say stay free, but yeah.
That's fine. I'm sure people figured it out. I'm a little upset that Theory infested to get his health back and they didn't Midas another creep right next to it. So Midas is off cooldown right now. They were thinking about going for a Roche, but they're like, hey, Soyeon's in here, let's just get him again. He does have that Lothar's up, he's had it for a while. Shadowblade, excuse me, I don't know why I still call it a Lothar's. But anyway, in trouble here.
Lothar's.
Well, you were better at Dota 1 than I was, and probably more into it, but either way. Soyeon maybe gonna stun himself. No, Yabano taking it to the face, but he does have borrowed time. Gets right back to full health. King Kraken gets off. Pretty nice. Oh, and then the Mist Coil is gonna keep King Kraken alive. And they're able to take out Scar. He's standing next to the tree, so he can't really go too far. And yeah, borrowed time. It's a good spell. So is Mist Coil.
Jabano, man, he's a good player. He's playing really well.
Representing that EU with class here on these supports tonight.
Yeah, and it's late there.
It is
what time
late
is
there.
It must be like
what a
4
player.
AM for him. Yeah.
I wish you could chat wheel in as a broadcaster. So many suggestions I have. I should work for Valve. Or at least cast for something, you know? feel like we do a pretty decent job. That's all I got. No one agrees. Apparently I don't do it. There it is. That's why you were typing stats. Corey, they're going for Corey.
Yeah, definitely.
Dust.
I want to see you in the Canada Cup or like the next MLG or something, or even like the IXDL tournament coming up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the IXDL is like all 1v1
continuation.
weird things, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll have to get involved in something here. MLG right now, my current focus, so anyone watching this, got any contacts, feel free to hit him up if you are enjoying this cast tonight. I would not be opposed. But anyway, Roche attempt, and I say an attempt, but it's pretty much already dead. Not even going to be contested by Armata Gaming. They're just trying to get the farm, trying to catch back up into this game. The gold getting a little out of hand now. 6,000 advantage, 12,000 XP advantage. 4 faded right now here as we run into a bit of a pause. Maybe you want to do an item check for us?
Nice cheeky attempt. Yeah, it was a cheeky attempt by the Visage familiar to try to kill the Aegis there, but instead the familiar pays with its life. Shout out to the viewers, says Jabano. This Crystal Maiden is rich as hell. This is like ideal situation for Crystal Maiden. 1900 gold. Darkseer with the hood as well as the mech, so he's definitely tanking up for sure. The BKB has been finished for Corey, but he doesn't actually have that many items. On the other hand, the Lifestealer has a heck of a lot of items, so he's looking really good. He did pick up the Basher. Scar should be really... You know, he's been dying a lot. He was really close to finishing up his Bloodstone, and has been for the past 5 minutes, I would say. Meantime, Fun has his Medallion as well as Arcane Boot, so he's looking pretty good there on the Visage. DK starting to work towards his BKB, which is pretty late, unfortunately, but a necessary item for him, for sure. He can't really afford to go Shadowblade. His Alchemist already has that. And Alchemist, on the way, is his Belt of Strength. He's not sitting at very much farm, but it's understandable because he went a non-Grievel's Greed.
Classic Belt of Strength. Maybe into a Basher? I don't know. Maybe just for health.
Probably into... Yeah, I don't actually know what he wants to go with that. Oh, was that for... No. I was gonna say was that for treads, but
he has them already.
Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, the standard build's normally the Shadowblade BKB or Shadowblade AC, but maybe wanting a Basher just to be able to man-fight the Nakes, but Nakes already has one. He's gonna lose for a long time to come versus Nakes. He will need a lot more farm, definitely an AC to go against that hero.
I think the big thing is he needs the free farm pretty much. Like, he needs to be a lot better off in terms of GPM than the Nakes, and the Nakes is like doubling him almost, so you know, it's not fun for him. Yeah, it's not going to be fun for him.
Yeah, let's see, what is Soyeon's GPM right now? 340, the Nakes at 500 right now, so yeah, you can see Theory quite far ahead, as well as Saidi and Corey here on the Darkseer and the Weaver, all very far ahead of Soyeon at the moment. In the top lane, though, looking to get Scar. He's got his Bloodstone now. Now the deaths will really hurt him if he dies.
Absolutely.
At least he can suicide, but still, losing those Bloodstone charges, it's a very expensive item, and losing half the charges kind of defeats the purpose of it, unless you can get him back.
Every time he casts Surge on that Lifestealer, I get scared, so you should keep casting Surge.
I'm sure Scar getting a little scared as well. The Basher's there. I mean, Scar dies pretty easy now, actually. I mean, only 2 armor. Of course, reactive armor will stack up to 8 more, so that's 10. But that's not a whole lot. I mean, 200 damage with 10 armor. It's not a super high armor. I mean, what is that? Maybe like 30-40% damage reduction?
Yeah, around there.
Now Corey going head to head.
I don't think either one comes out ahead or behind if they right click like that.
Probably not.
So, you know.
Alright, bit of an ancient stack here for Soyeon, trying to get back into this game. Just a Shadowblade right now as we approach the 24-minute mark. So definitely behind from when we normally see Alchemist with what? Shadowblade, BKB, almost an AC at this point. His lane was rather contested, and I'd say they lost it, but looking to catch back up.
Yep, getting more money. More money, more happiness.
I don't think that's how the song goes, but we'll let it slide.
That's how my song goes. Yeah, I'm basically a rapper.
Basically a rapper. Drake 2.0 here from Canada. Alright, Theory, farming up the enemy jungle here. Scar's gonna discover him, try to burst him down. Static is there, but they both have to run. I mean, Theory is that much stronger than everyone else. He's got 3,300 gold. What do you think his next item is gonna be? Will he just finish the Abyssal?
I would love to see the Abyssal finishing up just for the extra lockdown.
Nope.
But he's gonna go for an AC, so...
Yeah, that would be
well
the other choice I would have thought he would go for. Definitely the Abyssal, great for really winning the 1v1 man fight versus Alchemist, which he should anyway, and also just picking off the Scar on the Timber Saw. But they look like they just want to push, so going for that AC to get that push going down.
Yeah.
Also makes Weaver a lot stronger, that AC aura. Looking for the bomb here. Probably Jabano just going to run in, acting like he doesn't know what he's doing. And then Weaver sneak in from behind. Or not.
Yeah,
that's what I
feel like
like
they
to have
know.
seen.
Yeah, both teams know. That would have been a pretty funny way to start the fight. Help, I'm an Abaddon.
Oh, I'm lagging out. I play from Europe. Oh, borrow time. Nyx bomb.
Go, go, go.
The mind games. Okay, so Yano with the initiation,
wanna fight, though.
it's gonna go on crack and only stuns one. Now the dive comes in. Jabano taking some tower hits, but they keep going. Theory with the shield. Vacuum in. Nothing to really keep him there, though, so they will be able to get away on the side of Armata Gaming. A familiar sniped off from Corey, so not all is lost. And actually, I didn't even notice Rubik does go down, so Static taken to death there. So fight has been dodged a little bit there. They're down to support. He respawns soon. Tower's still standing, and Faded looking to be aggressive and really want to take this fight. First hit bash on Fawn, can't beat that. He goes down. Theory still raged up. A wall vacuum into 3. It even brings back the Timber Saw, which will kill him. And Theory now able to get out of here. So again, 2 for
He's
nailed
fine.
here.
His team doesn't have to help him that much. Okay, they wanted to protect the Aegis, I guess, but he did have the Aegis still. They could have just like baited a little bit more maybe if the other team, like if he got a little lower and the Radiant wanted to chase, they could have fought like even at a better position there. But better to keep your lifestealer alive. You can continue to put the pressure here.
Indeed. What's his AC status? He's picked up the plate mail, so he's about 1,400 off, it looks like, from the whole item. Somewhere around there. Math, I don't feel like doing. But the tower now taking some damage. Soyeon again looking to go in and initiate on this. Gets 2, and a lot of ults are down. There is still a potential for an amazing freezing field here from King Kraken, as they've got to use their stuns to deal with Theory and Corey on the Weaver and Nags.
No more Aegis now. That's going to be an issue. So I don't think they want to keep the pressure up. And doesn't look like they...
Yeah, as we see, Corey TP's out, goes to get some farm and protect his top tier 2 tower. Bot tier 2 tower, excuse me. And yeah, probably just going to wait out the next 4 minutes.
Vlad's on Abaddon. That's pretty big.
That is big, just really wanting to go for that push here as we see the Vlads pick up as well as the AC. I mean, that's so much bonus armor to your team. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Yep. The 2 heroes that right click and don't even right click for a lot now, they're going to be hitting like flies pretty much right now. Visage and Timber Saw, the carries right now.
Yep. So they're really comfortably ahead.
Scar in some trouble in the top lane, going out for the body blocking. I mean, the Timber Chain is there. It's going to queue borrow time, actually. Well, whoa, you can Timber Chain TP?
Yeah.
Mind blown. Didn't know that. Now that hero's even cooler.
Yeah, he's still just as dumb, though. But man, the thing that still blows my mind is you can armlet toggle while TPing. That's like insane.
That seems dumb. Like if TPing is gonna dispel Ghost Scepter or something, yeah.
Like, just like you're about to die and then you like armlet toggle and successfully TP out because of it. It's just like, oh, I can do that.
Well played. And here's the AC. So AC Deso, as you mentioned, on the Weaver and the Vlads on Abaddon. They are
this is like
ready
the perfect
to
time
push.
from the fight. Yeah.
as well as
like
mech
they just
pipe.
completed so much. Yeah, I mean it's like it's the ultimate timing right now. They have everything going for them. They just got massive items. So go.
I mean, they have everything they need. They've got a 10k gold advantage, 15k XP. They have all the pushing items that we just mentioned, the defensive and offensive ones. And here it comes, the push from Faded into the tier 2. Although still being pretty apprehensive. Looks like they're Nakes bombing with side B now, as they just expected on the Weaver too much. King Kraken got pretty low off of that. Does have Tranquils though, so we'll be able to stay in the fight.
Corey got really low twice, but I mean, Debanos is staying at the back, just doing a good job there, keeping everyone up.
Fun hero.
They see a haste rune bottom. This is a really interesting infest target, the Darks here.
Yeah, I
And
mentioned
he
that
wants to make
earlier. I
something
think they
happen.
just expect the Weaver too
Okay.
much. But there goes the Infest Bomb into the vacuum wall. Doesn't really get anyone besides the Timbersaw here. Nice ult from King Kraken, going to slow down a few. They take out 2. Rubik and the Dragonite go down.
Bashes.
Theory now bashing away on the Alchemist. He will be able to Shadow Blade out. Chakram trying to keep all the heroes here for the side of Faded, but they're able to get out. The wall is down. They still really need to get this tower, and this is a low ground tower. Still going to be very difficult for them to break the high
There
ground
appears
as
to
it
be some
is.
sort of magic at work.
Yep, but they will have the next Aegis if they so choose. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh my! Radiant's middle
Corey
tower.
with the
Thought they were gonna go on
BKB.
Corey there, but he got stunned, and the Abaddon's shield was also off CD. So I mean, they could have gone there, but they really didn't know. So
And still tough. I mean, it would have been 4v5. Dragonite is still dead. Roche
yeah,
respawning
he died to a
soon.
bash.
Bash
Yeah,
is
it was a pretty
OP.
funny bash. Yeah, it was just like one bash on the lifestealer and like 4 hits, and then he goes down. How's his score? It's 06. That's really unfortunate. I mean, like,
poor OTC. What is? I'm failing OTC.
yeah, on the clouds, OTC.
Over the counter.
Roshan represented is now officially extinct.
On the clouds. Did not know that. Orbit with the insight. So Young in a little trouble. He's got a gank squad rolling for him right now. Pasted up Theory even. Runs out now.
Is there a gem yet?
Let's
No
check it
gem
out.
yet.
Gem, nope. From the Bloodstone charge
They should get
situation.
one.
5 for Scar right now, so he has lost a few. Def Hiccup.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As far as other
like
core
that type.
items,
Tower has
not a
fallen.
whole lot. So
I don't
Young's
like
going
using
for
the
a
pipe, I should
Manta.
say.
Tower is being attacked like nobody's
Yeah,
business.
he did this a Manta.
Structures are fortified.
Was that just like a random belt of giant strength? Like, he still has that in his stash.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
understand.
I
Maybe
mean,
that was a misclick.
gonna be a basher eventually, as it is kind of a later core item on an alchemist. Just tanking up. I don't
But-
know. I mean, it's not the most efficient way to buy your items, but I can see kind of what he wanted to do. Just get some more effective health.
Not really one to pick up core items from what it looks like. I mean, Manta Alchemist is very interesting, and I definitely remember looking at Goody play some games and being like, huh, this is interesting because of his item choices, but
He went Manta
yeah, we'll see
last
what he
game
does.
on the Shadow Fiend as well.
That's a lot more core, but not as a first item, yeah.
Which I guess we decided for the static link on the Razor breaking it. I don't know if we ever got a
Yeah, I
verdict
don't
on
know. I'll
that.
have to
But
test that.
OTC gonna get ganked up here by Nyx Bomb. So Weaver, Lifestealer, good combo. They take out that OTC, bringing him to 0-7. Funny story, Darkseer 1-0 and 18.
Damn, it's a lot of assists.
It is. Corey will be stunned up here. Static now. Gonna take the full force of Theory, but of course, Static has Saguchi. Good spell to steal. Easy spell to steal. Makes Rubik really annoying and hard to kill. Can almost bait you into fights. Like, you think, oh, we can take this Rubik out in 2 seconds. He gets away. You're like, whatever, let's chase. Suddenly, you're diving fountain and you're dead. I mean, it can happen. Probably won't here, but
Yeah, Chikuchi is just so strong on Rubik. He's
And-
doing a good job stealing it.
yes, once again, the Aegis on Theory. They're just looking for an opening, looking for a pickoff. Scar looking for more Bloodstone charges, hoping to win this fight. There's the pipe. Stun from Alchemist being channeled. The Chakram goes out. Open wounds onto Scar. There's a vacuum onto 2. King Kraken. BKB in the background with a perfect ult being channeled up. Two are down immediately. Theory goes godlike. Bash onto OTC. Open wounds available. Still takes him down. Corey dominating in the background. And game 2 going the way of Fated. So 1-1 right now in the CEVO Season 2 playoffs. Lower bracket round 5. On Helium with me was Orbit. Any other thoughts on the game?
There was no way Goody, Fan of Soyeon isn't lagging in that last fight. There's just no way. I mean, he charged up his stun as Alchemist, ran into 5 people. He had 5 targets, 1 BKBs, and he stuns himself. Like, he had so many targets to stun there, and then he just, like, he must have been lagging. That's all I can think of.
Well, online tournaments, OP apparently. As we head into game 3, we'll be bringing you that action soon.